time is it? Your show. Yeah, what time is it? Your show. Yeah, what time is it? Your show. Yeah, he's back from the dead. Your show. Putting it on the map, yeah. Saskatoon. Right next to New York. New York. Yeah, what show, yeah? Your show. What time is it? Your show. Yeah, time to talk some shit, yeah. Your show.
You've tuned in, yeah?
Yeah, fun Maggie. Bark, bark, wolf, wolf, move on to treat, yeah. Keep listening.
That's it. It is confirmed. Hello and welcome into the Thursday edition of your show. My name is Gary, and this one's still, as far as we know, the only show originating out of Saskatoon from 4 to 5 p.m., Monday to Friday. And we're so dang grateful that we get to continue to say that on the internet, by the way. Again, we got to make sure we get all the caveats just right, because it's a very niche spot that we are in. And always so grateful and thankful that we continue to get to do this crazy, crazy thing of chasing dreams, creating cool shit, reminding everybody, hey, stop being assholes. Start caring about one another again. You know? Stop putting yourself before everyone else. Maybe treat others how you want to be treated. It's so simple and nobody can do it. It's like, what are we doing? Let's be nice. Let's just be nice. Sorry, I'm coming in hot today. Listen to Dr. Booty Quiver. He got me fired up. Good pregame show right there. We actually appreciate you so much more than you will ever know. And to prove it, there's a camera dedicated to thanking you and also to reminding everybody and promoting what we do around here, and that is supporting local business. Get rid of the corporations. Let's get back to the mom and pop shops, okay? We got a perfect one for you right here that proudly presents this camera each and every weekday to start the show. Ladies and gentlemen, say hello to the Maggie Cam. Six-time award-winning Maggie Cam. Yeah, this has been like the Hansel of cams around the world. It's already taken over all those ones that you watch. We don't like, hey, you do you know, shame in the nation, like the boys say, but I'll tell you, nothing can touch this right here. We actually found out that Morgan Freeman was a huge fan, and he's provided us his voice, which is very cool. So we will now check in and see how Mr. Freeman is doing and what he's got going on. Oh, almost. Man, the gimmick was there. I was going to do this handoff and everything. Hold on. Stay in that zone of like, he's got around. He's slow. He moves slow. He's an old man, Morgan Freeman. He likes to tell everybody, I move slow at times. Also, I can move fast. There he is. Mr. Freeman, you there, buddy? Yeah? Yeah? I might have to refresh mine. Hold on. Let's refresh it. Yeah, it doesn't want to lock in. Apparently Morgan Freeman didn't like us out in the, like, I'm doing this pro bono stuff. You can't tell everybody, or else I'll start doing it for everybody. He's working on it. While we try to find Mr. Freeman, I will tell you, this Maggie Cam right here, this 6-time award-winning Maggie Cam, is proudly presented to you by our friends over at Pet Planet on 8th Street. They are your pet's natural grocer. We talk about it all the time. This is the target. This is who we want to help. Local businesses run by really, really good-hearted, kind souls. Mike and Rochelle are those kind souls. They were there from the start, all the way back to the radio days. They said, we love what you're doing. We want to do that. They're the only ones that ever give us an endorsement. And I said, if we ever get back into it, I'm coming straight to you guys. And we did. And they said, yep, let's do it. And now we've had the cutest camera in the history of all cams to kick off each and every show, thanks to our friends over at Pet Planet on 8th Street. When you walk in those doors, they got a greeting dog just like Margaret. His name is Leroy. And Leroy is also a beautiful, handsome gentleman. Yeah, they're actually dating. They met at that big puppy meeting convention a couple years ago in town here. Beautiful thing. Very natural love. And now whenever Marge walks in there, Leroy's all over it, walking her around, grabs her leash and everything. They're best bros. Then we pick up some treats, because they got treats strewn everywhere throughout the store. Then we got toys on walls, toys in aisles. We got jerseys strewn throughout the store. And there was another really, really, really big new addition to our friends over at Pet Planet on 8th Street. Mr. Freeman, what was that again? What did they just bring in?
Well, thank you very much, Gary, as I apologize. I was in the bathroom and I didn't want to tell anybody.
That's cool, Mr. Freeman. Let's just get on with it, buddy.
Okay, I'm very sorry. Yes, they now have grooming services at Pet Planet on 8th Street. This is a brand new thing that they've brought in because they know it is something that you will need. So when you come in to use the puppy spa in the back, rest assured, there will be a groomer ready to go to clean your beautiful, to trim your beautiful, clean puppy. And then the things just keep getting better. Jerseys galore run throughout the store with all your favorite bands.
Bands? Morgan Freeman, what are you talking about?
Well, bro, I'm so sorry, Gary. I rushed in here and I lost it a little bit on my brain flow. Teens. That's just like, I got this app. Just me, Margaret. Go back to bed, you cute little rascal. Bones are on sale every Tuesday and Thursday. Today is Thursday, so that means you have till late to go and pick up those bones. If you can't make it during traditional business hours, they will make sure they stay open for you. Okay, thanks to Kirsten and Chris, because that's how much they care. This is the type of service that we all want, and they're providing it here because they are local. They are one of us. It's an incredible experience the second you walk in. They also got all the fashion accessories you need, including these buckle-up collars and matching laces. Margaret loves hers. She has a Spider-Man collar with a matching Spider-Man leaf. Absolutely beautiful. As well, they have so much more than you will ever need of everything because they are prepared. They have all the food, be it raw food in the fridges in the back or all the dry foods your heart desires, including Marge's favorite, which she always eats, those Gold Solution fluffy fur is what it is, a lamb flavored, and that's how you see this beautiful cloud before you. It is time to make the change. But I see, all right? It's gonna have a hairball soon. Don't lick Margaret, you will get a hairball. That's right, good girl. It is time to support local. It is time to head on in to Pet Planet on 8th Street. They are your pet's natural grocer.
Very good, Mark. Now you can go all crazy and do your Marge stuff. You want to go outside or not? Either way. There she is. All right. We got LB on the ones and twos today. Hanging out with you. Hopefully your Thursday is going oh so incredibly well. We have traditions here. We don't need calendars, as we always know what day it is by the people that come in here and the times they arrive. And today is no different. Are we ready to go with our first guest? Ladies and gentlemen, it is time to make sure it's Thursday. No need to check the calendar. You know that. It's Thursday.
That's
because
right.
This man is in the house. CTV's Matt Young, back again.
Oh,
I like the handshake.
It's good to the handshake. We'll do both
We've
today.
never done that, eh? That's a new thing. Okay,
There
I
you go.
dig it. How we doing, brother?
I've been doing fantastic. Had a busy week, but it's been great. Outside, the weather's been nice. I mean, you can't complain about this in February. It's supposed to be minus 30, and we're getting temperatures above zero. Don't jinx it. You know what I mean?
Let's not tempt the weather gods. Yeah, I'm with you.
But so far things are going pretty good. I was we'll get into more of this later. I was actually in Regina last weekend.
were.
I did TV in Regina for the Pats Blades game, which the Blades won in overtime. It was a fantastic game. So we can talk a little bit more about that. But things have been going okay. Have you been keeping up with the Olympics?
I've been trying real hard. I had a little issue with my cable box.
Oh, there you go.
I've been trying to fix, and I'm a little bit sort of annoyed by it, but at the same time, it's whatever.
It is, yeah.
But I've been missing my Olympics.
I get it. I get annoyed too. I love watching the Olympics. It's fun because, first of all, a lot of it's sports you don't really see too often, and secondly, a chance to cheer on some Saskatoon athletes like Maya Schwinghammer.
Huge.
She got 5th. That's
So
really
proud.
good.
Man.
You don't get a medal, but 5th in the world in anything is great.
A bunch of our boys in our crew, we grew up with Schwinghammers.
There you go.
Those family
that's
friends, man. It's
awesome.
so
Well,
cool.
that's
Yeah.
great. Well,
It's
congratulations
very neat.
to her and
Huge.
other Saskatchewan athletes that are representing. By the way, out in Italy, Darcy Kemper, goalie for the men's hockey team.
Hockey.
They are on the ice and they defeated Czechia today. All right, go
We're off to a good
Canada!
start.
So we're off to a good
That's
start
right.
on that front. And of course, we like to talk about video games and Saskatoon stuff and all that sort of thing. So I thought we mentioned last week we were going to do some Olympic video games.
Olympia.
And we thought we'd bring out an old video game game for our Nintendo 64. And what's unique is, of course, we've been doing a sort of a series on really hard video games.
Yes, we have.
Well, I found a game that that is an Olympic game. It's an Olympic game for Nintendo 64, and its claim to fame is not that it's hard, because it's not real hard, although there is a hard mode on it, which is tough. And it's actually a real fun game to play. A lot of people will enjoy it. It's also the worst game, according to a lot of video game critics at the time. In fact, you know how they got the scale of like 0 to 10, and they rate the video games? This one actually got a 0. It was actually,
is that even possible?
Is that even possible? I thought, like, do you even have a game at that point if you're rated a 0?
Yeah.
But this game came out in 1998. It's called Nagano Winter Olympic Hockey.
Oh my goodness.
And it came out at the time for Nintendo 64. Now, what's so bad about this game that people would rate it a 0, yet it's so fun because people have fun? Well, some people might remember Nintendo 64 started what was called the Wayne Gretzky's 3D Hockey Series, which is a very popular arcade hockey game. Kind of like the NFL Blitz arcade games that were also really popular that you don't see made anymore. They made a Wayne Gretzky NHL game in 1997. Then they made a Wayne Gretzky NHL game in 1998. And then they made this game, which was basically the exact same thing. They just put an Olympic logo on it. And a lot of people thought, like, they didn't, no enhancements, not that the game was bad, but no enhancements, no changes, just virtually a roster update with an Olympic logo.
Cash grab.
That essentially, right? Yeah. Essentially trying, and 1998 was the year, that was the first year NHL players went to the Olympics. So they had NHL players in this Olympic game. But a lot of people found it fun to play, even though it was actually by, your professional critics at the time rated as a terrible, terrible game. And sometimes you'll see that. Sometimes you will see games that are terrible. Sometimes you see movies, they'll get like 1 star out of 5, but then they be called like cult classics, like Happy Gilmore. Terrible reviews. People loved Happy Gilmore.
I'm a very firm believer in, if all of the review people hate something, as far as like video games or movies go, I want to see it.
I want to see it. I want to see how bad it is. And sometimes it's so bad, it's actually good.
That's the thing. It's like I enjoy those ones that get blasted by these guys.
There you go.
So apparently, either I'm really bad with my movie viewing choices, or they're real mean with the stuff that we enjoy.
Exactly. So I thought we would
do this?
A lot of viewers would never have seen this game because it's 1998. I mean, if you're 30 or younger, you probably don't even know what this game is. But here we go. A rare Olympic, and by the way, an Olympic hockey only game. You don't see that too much anymore. We're going to play it on this, on our system right here now. There we go. We're going. Alrighty, so this is it right here. This is Nagano 1998 Winter Olympic Hockey.
My pack is full.
Press L&R to ignore. There you go.
Look at this.
So, now, this, of course, the Olympic Winter Games were held in Nagano, Japan in 1998. So
now, was this the one where they said, hey, Wayne Gretzky, you're the best player in the history of the sport, but we don't want you shooting in the shootout?
Yes, the controversial shootout.
And it was like Ray Bork or someone who went.
Remember that. Oh, I know. A lot of people didn't like that.
No.
So now, I don't know which one. Okay, so now. Press start
to join. Here we go.
Okay, let's play. There we go.
This has a real NBA Jam feel to it, doesn't it?
Now, we're going to be on the same team. We're going to be on the same team.
That's kind of fun.
Like. Should we? Oh, no, now we're on different teams.
Okay.
All right.
Well, who gets Canada? That's the question.
Well, you're the yellow guy, so you're on the left. So you move.
Okay. I got you.
There you go. Now you got it too.
Okay, here we go.
You could be Canada. I'm gonna be.
You gonna let me take Canada?
I'm gonna. Yeah. You know what? I'm not. No, I'm definitely not gonna be the United States because we don't want to be them.
Look at the names.
You know what? I'll be Sweden with Peter Forsberg, Matt Sundin. There we go.
Oh, we can change guys out too.
And you can flip lines if you move over there. You can see all the old guys: Lindgren, Johansson, Anderson.
So I locked in on Lindros. I locked in.
You locked.
By accident.
Okay, you locked in.
Can I get out?
I don't think you can get
Dang
out.
it. Okay,
I don't
that's all right.
think
That's all right. I'll be Eric Lindros. We love Lindros. And Paul Korea.
No.
Look at these lines.
I know.
Oh my God,
and you got Gretzky and Korea there. I mean, you got a pretty stacked team.
We're gonna be rolling. Look at this.
They come out of the ice. I mean, you can't complain about
that. From the bottom.
There we go.
Oh my goodness. And your anthems. Oh,
You get the national
my hat
anthem to
off.
start. There you go.
take my
That's
hat
right.
off,
We proudly stand for the Canadian national anthem here on the
You know,
Gary Nichols Show. Now,
real quick, I'll tell you the argument of why do you play these national anthems before these events? People are like, why do they even play them anymore? This is the only time you get to hear these things.
that's right.
You
That's
should
right.
cherish these moments.
Yeah,
That's what I
exactly.
keep saying.
Exactly. All right.
All right, here we go.
Now, here we go.
Welcome to Nagano.
Now, one thing. Oops. Okay. So now so you're going left to right, and I'm going right to
All
left.
right, here we go. This is
Okay.
unbelievable.
I know. Now this is the game where you
And
can
there
light,
is that
you can
little-
light the net on fire
I
and
got
stuff
Marty,
like that.
Marty Brodeur.
Oh, I know.
Oh, here we go.
Oh,
Lindros.
Oh, come on. We got to
Oh,
okay,
no.
I lost it.
Icing. Yeah. Oh.
Icing.
And you ran my goalie.
I got
too.
iced. What's that?
You ran the
I
goalie
did
there,
ram
too.
the
That was
goalie.
awesome.
I did ram the goalie. Now,
I
come
did
on. Here
ram
we
the
go.
goalie. How do we get that big hit? Oh. Okay, here we go.
No, you're going the wrong way.
Man, this delay
You're
is
going-
something. Oh.
Oh, now you got offside. Hold on, I'm gonna change. I'm gonna change
Yeah, get
something. I
some
think we should
rules.
change.
Good
I think
call.
we. Hold on. I think we're gonna. I forgot that
This
we
is
had
amazing.
to.
What a great way to celebrate the Olympics.
Hold
by the way.
on. I'm gonna. Can I change offsides? Toggle player ID. No. Hold on. Oh, so we. Hold on. Okay, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna quit the game here. No, I really am, because I want to play it. I want to play it. Hold on. There you go. Okay, press start. There
Coming
you
in.
Go. Okay. Okay. So now.
Now I'm gonna
Oh,
go
whoops.
up to Canada.
Hold on. We gotta actually. We went too fast and didn't do the setting. Hold on. Okay. It's easier than we're making it.
I love this. I
It's
just
easier
love
than we're
this.
making now. Now we're gonna go to setup. There we go.
go.
Now we'll. Okay. There we go. All right. So that's there. That's what we want. Okay.
Now we're cooking.
Okay. Now we'll play game. Okay. Now you press start.
Start.
Oh, I didn't.
Oh. To be fair, there is a delay on it.
There is
a
which is
delay,
the problem.
yes.
Okay, I'll just play this. I'll
Yeah.
just play this sort of to demo it for everybody. But
See how she goes.
But here we go.
Come on, Canada.
Come on, Canada.
Taking
We're
on
taking
the,
on Italy. I
yeah,
mean, this
the
should not
home
be.
country this
should
year.
not be too hard.
Look at these
but again,
names.
the delay is what kills you, because we're watching this on a delay.
Yeah.
And
It's tough.
Okay, come
It's
on.
tough.
There we go.
Paul
we got
Kariya,
Paul
so
Kariya
good.
going there. Oh, I missed it. Now, you can light the net on fire. The reason why this game didn't do so well is, again, it's essentially the same as the Wayne Gretzky game. There we go. Paul Kariya makes it 1-0 for Canada. Can't complain about that. We're trying to do the high five.
That was
And he
incredible.
also had big hits in this game,
Oh,
by
yeah,
the way.
Lindros loves to lay him out.
Whoa, that pass was intercepted. Come on. You
Do
can, like,
something with that
lay
play, hey?
guys out. There's
Sanucci.
fighting.
Out front,
all of
Bruno
that. You
misses the net.
Can't complain about the fighting, and then you can.
Oh,
That would have
that's
been a
cheap.
power shot.
That was
Yeah.
cheap. Olivieri.
Oh, yeah.
That's right, Marty Brodeur.
There we go. Okay, so let's try and go the other way. Paul Kariya again. Oh, didn't get it that time.
Look at this.
Okay. And
Oh, there it
light the
is.
net on fire.
Did it.
Yeah. So
Net-
there you have it. So Canada's up 2-0. We'll try and go for one more goal here. Why not? We'll
Beautiful.
try and go
I
for one
love
more
it.
goal, and then. Oops, hold on. Okay, let's go. Okay.
Whoa.
By the way, you got Marty Brodeur
Yeah,
in
he's
net.
working hard back there.
Who I mean, doesn't get much better than him.
That's right. Gretzky.
Wayne Gretzky, ladies and gentlemen. So there you have it.
Yeah.
That is Nagano Winter Olympic Hockey for Nintendo 64. One of the worst rated games ever, but one of the most fun or funnest. I don't know if funnest is a word. One of the most fun hockey games that you can ever play. And I would say this: if you get a chance, if you get an emulator or something like that, try and play it if you can, because it honestly is a really fun game.
That was amazing.
That was cool. A nice
How can
blast
that
from the
get a
past.
0?
I don't know. Well,
probably because they just layered on a new thing.
It was just a third
You know what
game.
They
didn't add anything.
They Super Mario Brothers 2 Doki Doki Panicked it.
That's
They took a game and
they took a game and they
made it
just
Olympics.
that's why exactly. So there you have it. That's an Olympic game. Go Canada, by the way, at the Olympics. But have fun.
1-0,
there
baby.
You go. There you go. We defeated Czechia today. So yeah. By the way, this game is not that hard to find. If you do find a copy,
zeros, right?
Yeah. Well. But today it's actually you get a lot of people want to play because it's fun.
Box,
You're looking at 20, 30, 40 bucks for a cartridge on one of these, maybe even less.
What about
so,
mint? I bet you that's a couple hundred.
Well, I didn't look
box.
up the price. Probably, I'm gonna guess a few hundred
Well, just
at least.
because it'd probably be. Well, maybe it's not that rare.
Yeah, they mass produced them.
Yeah, so,
so I don't know. I'll try and find that out. I'd have to get the crack research team on
It's
that.
a great way to promote Olympics as a whole.
And it's a good arcade hockey game. It's a fun game. Yeah. This one and that whole Wayne Gretzky series is just, you can't get those anymore. They don't make them like that anymore. So if you have an emulator, you can get a copy of this, get your Olympic fix, and have some fun with Wayne Gretzky and Mario Lemieux and all those guys.
So, man, how about that line?
On the ice.
Just think about that line for a second. Eric Lindros, Wayne Gretzky, and Paul Kariya.
I mean, that's dynamite. I mean,
everything you need. You got setups, you got speeds, you got
toughness.
Big, yeah,
I mean, you had it all. Canada. Now
apparently, it wasn't enough to win the Olympics.
Wow, we ran into a guy named Dominic Hasek, who
like this.
I know, going nuts. I remember actually watching that game. I got up in the middle of the night, and then, of course, you get on the bus, and everybody's talking about it at school the next day.
Yeah.
It was pretty wild.
Crazy stuff.
So there you have it. That's N64. So let's talk a little more local sports.
Yes.
Saskatoon Blades.
Big overtime
They
win,
won the
and you were in
game
the
that I
house.
called on TV.
Yes.
They
Good
did
luck,
not
Charm.
win last time. They lost to the Regina Pats 7-6. Maddox Schultz had a crazy game for the Pats. Blades will still make the playoffs, though, so that's good. Yep. How about the Saskatchewan Rush? They've won 7 in a row, going for 8 in a row this weekend. They are absolutely on fire, and they've opened up. More tickets are being sold in the Upper Bowl at SaskTel Center, so get ready for what
Sell her
should
out,
be
baby.
a pretty good crowd for that game involving the Saskatchewan Rush.
Well, from here on in, man, you're going technically you haven't clinched yet, but this team's going to the playoffs.
No, this team is going to get to the playoffs.
Team
They are going to the playoffs for sure. And then you have the Huskies women's basketball team has won 50 games in a row.
5-0. He didn't say 15. That's 5-0.
That is unbelievable. They haven't lost since 2024. I mean, literally.
Dude, that's when we start.
Donald Trump wasn't around.
They haven't lost since we started this.
That's right. Oh, yeah, that's right. They've never lost
since we started.
So as long as we keep going, they're not going to lose.
That's it.
But
and as long as Gage Grassick keeps doing what Gage Grassick does.
There you go.
So
I mean, such a great program. Lisa Tomaitis. We're going to be doing a story on it for CTV. But
so much depth there too. That's the other thing we were talking about the other day.
Oh, yeah.
It's not just Gage Grassick.
Maya Flindall,
all the way up and down.
Yeah, I mean Courtney Preem, all of those players. And Lisa Tomaitis does a great job building that program. So get out, see some women's college basketball at the Pack. They start their playoffs this weekend, and then. Husky men's hockey team has clinched at least second in their division. They finish off the regular season this weekend. Traveling, they're on the road, but if they win at least one of them, they've clinched first, and that means they will host the semifinals. So they're guaranteed to host quarterfinals. They will, if they win one this weekend, they're going to host semifinals. So that's big for the men's hockey team. The women's hockey team, it looks like they're going to the playoffs too. They play this weekend. They're at home. So get out to Merlis Belcher, cheer on the women's hockey team. And then, okay, I got to say this. We were talking about it last week, the Saskatoon Mamba. Okay, I know people have said their things about the name. Look, there's no Penguins in Pittsburgh. There's no Raptors in Toronto. I mean, there's no Lions in Detroit. I mean, what else? Take your pick, right? There's no lakes in LA.
Bro, you gotta be careful,
I don't know.
man. You gotta be careful. The internet just likes to yell. They don't care about what.
That's the
take
thing.
the greatest. I'm with you. 1,000%.
The name is cool. Maybe it's not cool. It doesn't really matter. But at the end of the day, we're not the only city to have a team with a name of what's a Blue Bomber? I went to Winnipeg. I didn't see one of those. Whatever the heck that is. I mean, you could argue what a Rough Rider is. So let's get on board and try and make it and show people that there is a basketball community here and it can and will work.
If you really want to go even a little bit deeper there, Not too many rattlesnakes around here either. We were happy with that.
No, I'm happy with that. To be honest, I'm not. Yeah, that's the thing.
We all like
I don't
not having
need a
rattlesnakes. Yeah.
I'm not a rattlesnake guy.
Mambas, which are also very, very deadly
Dangerous,
snakes.
yeah. So there you go, Saskatoon Mamba. So that's what's going on, and yeah, lots happening as we start to get into sort of that spring championship season that I call it.
Man.
Yeah.
Olympics going on.
You got her.
We got
And Olympics too. Don't forget about that.
Everything's
Saskatchewan
happening.
players, Darcy Kemper, goalie with
Love it.
Canada on the men's hockey team. Maya Schwinghammer. You have Emily Clark on the women's hockey team,
Love
right?
her.
So you can't, you know what? Lots of Saskatchewan athletes doing big things on the world stage. Let's cheer them on.
That's it. His name, Matt Young from CTV, joins us every Thursday. Brother, thank you so much for the gaming and for the knowledge and just for being you, man. We always appreciate it. The day gets better when you come in here. So thank you as always, and we will miss you until next week, dude.
We will see you next week.
Hey, it's stuck on my... There he is. Yes, sir. Thank you again. This TV's Matt Young, making sure we all know it's Thursday. And it's always a pleasure talking to that dude. He's the best. Huge fans over here as we continue on the Thursday edition of your show. My name is Gary, and this is about that time where I get hungry. I start thinking about the ruckus cock behind me shredding on his amplifier, being like, chicken wings. Actually, I feel like he's a little more rockier, judging by the Legion of Doom shoulder pads. Like, you want some wings? Get your wings. Go to Bugsy's. Something like that. Either way, I'm thinking about him. Okay? Get your passport, either location, Markham Mall or Lawson Heights. And then once you have that passport, you open it up and you get them all stamped off every Tuesday and Thursday. It is Thursday today, as we know, thanks to CTV's Matt Young. Over half price off each order of wings. Sweet Pickle Heat, still number one on my power rankings. LB, you're still a flamin' butter chicken guy? You know what he says. A huge fan. So many more. So many options for you to try. And once you get that passport knocked out, you're taking home this shirt. Every single room you walk into wearing this shirt, you demand respect. It's a beautiful thing. All thanks to our friends over at Bugsy's. And you can get them right to your door. Skip the dishes or Uber Eats. Go to Smitty's and then order a plain wing in the memo. Put the flavors you want off the passport, and you are off to Chicken Wing Town, baby. Best in the biz. I promise you, they really are. So incredibly, incredibly good. And as we continue to get closer to the big day with Telemiracle, I've been talking more and more to a bunch of people that will be involved, and that includes my good buddy Jana over at Elmwood, who has confirmed that 1 o'clock on Sunday, her and a bunch of the crew from Elmwood, including Auntie Susie, will be in the house February 28th, March 1st, live studio audience welcome. They got room for about 400 people in there to ring those phones. Yeah, it hasn't been live like this in a long time. 50th time that we're doing this. 50th time we're ringing those phones. You can be a part of it. I'm not sure, do we get signed up or you just walk on in? Do we know yet? I guess I should have did a little more research on that. Either way, we're going to have a live studio audience for the whole dang thing, and you can be a part of it. Once we have more details for you on that, we'll get you in and on, and we'll be ringing those phones all weekend long, February 28th and March 1st. Looking very forward to that as well. Huge shout out to our buddies over at CosmoIndustries.com. You can check them out over there, as we'll be doing some bingo calling there next Thursday again, which will be a lot of fun. And our friends over at the Saskatoon Food Bank and Learning Center, always doing all those good things, man. They're always needing more. Deb and Lori and the whole team, Errol, Garnet, Aaron, everybody, doing such great things, but they always need more help. So another great place to do those good things. As we continue here on this Thursday edition, it is time to check in with another one of our favorite people, as we always talk about Next Level Painting here. They've done the place, the roof, the walls, all that other stuff. And Carly really, beautiful mind, man. Like, she knows what's going on when it comes to all this stuff and the contracting in general. And she's tackling all these questions that a lot of us have had over our lives. And so valuable to have somebody like that in this family, and we're always so grateful. And we always start off these previous recorded segments with a little, dare I say, tradition now. And we'll start it here. Yeah, please enjoy Carly from Next Level Painting.
You've officially won the hair contest because I got my hair cut
trimmed
yesterday. So
That's great, though.
yeah,
I'm a little embarrassed
you
for
win.
you. Well, that's what happens when you don't cut it for 7 years. Carly in the house from Next Level Painting. Beautiful, fresh haircut. Coming off a lovely little bit of a little sniffle, or what was it?
Yeah, a little cold.
The classic.
Yeah.
The classic this time of year, everyone's got it.
Yep, but I didn't
Yeah.
lose my voice, so we're good. So
See? commitment. That's what it's all about here.
I'm just going to make Gary sick, so.
Hey, dude, if that's what it takes to get you in here, I'm fine with that because huge fans, as you know, we all are. I didn't fill up my drink. Dang it.
Oh, no.
That's all right. We'll just power through because this isn't going to be a long one today.
Nope.
Last time it was really long because we had to stretch and fill some time.
Yes.
So today we're going to get right into our topic of conversation as you come in here and you help us sort of decipher the world of contractors and business out there, and we really appreciate it.
Yeah.
And you prep. Like I'm not a prepper. Literally to the point where I got walked out the door at the old job because I wouldn't prep. I was a firm believer in being in the moment and talking about what the people want to talk about instead of telling people what to talk about. Bosses didn't like that. You prepped.
I prep to some degree.
You're a prepper. We just talked off there.
I like to have the topic, but not necessarily.
You are a prepper. You're a planner. You're like you're the yin to my yang, is what it is. Because I'm the opposite of all those things, and you are all of those things. And I'm so happy there's someone in the world who enjoys doing those things.
Well, I'm glad I give the impression that I'm prepared. So.
What are we talking about today, young lady?
Okay, I wanted to talk about, we get lots of calls, especially in the cold weather, where people are talking about, they see black lines on their walls, or they'll see like a grid pattern on their ceiling, and they're wondering what is causing that. Have you ever seen that?
I have. I've had, it's sort of been like, it almost looks like dripping down the wall.
No.
You know what I mean?
It kind of, but it's just like this light black mark, and it's where the studs are.
Okay,
like if
so
you think of
clearly
it,
mine is just from possibly medicating myself indoors too much, and that's probably just what's coming down.
Yes,
I was
those
a little
are
bit off
different.
there.
Those are different. Yeah.
I got you now. So this is just the dark line. It's not like a.
It's not like you can run your hand over it. There's no ridge. There's nothing. But people, when you look at the wall, especially if it's in a lighter color, you can see right where all the studs are. You can see it's slightly blacking.
Yeah.
Or there's
Darkening.
a pattern.
Okay.
Darkening.
And we do have pictures that we're going to throw up here so everyone else can see what we're talking about, okay?
Yeah.
So at some point, you will see these pictures, probably right now if I'm good at this.
Yeah.
And then you'll understand exactly what we're talking about. So how the hell do those get there?
Okay, so without being too technical, because I don't want to lose everyone, it's something called thermal bridging. So,
you already lost me.
I know. So if you don't need to remember the name, but it's going to happen on exterior walls. Okay. So walls that lead to your outside, right? Okay. And it has to do with how your heat is leaving your building. Okay. So, or same with ceilings. If something isn't insulated properly, that's where you see it. So very, very, again, not trying to get too technical. You think of two studs and you put insulation in between them.
Okay. I was thinking of like Schwarzenegger and Van Damme insulation. That close?
I don't think so.
The studs, though, right?
Yeah, okay, they are
good,
studs.
Thank you. Okay,
Okay.
just want to make sure. All right, we're talking traditional studs.
We're talking traditional studs. So the insulation in between them is stopping the heat from going out. Okay. Great. But the heat can still go out through the studs, through the wood. So if the person who built your place hasn't put something on the front or the back of those wood studs to stop the heat from turning into cold, it's going to travel faster through the wood than it will through the insulation. And that's why you're going to get all those black marks along every stud.
So now can we get really technical and say how the hell the temperature is creating marks?
Well, hot is always trying to move to cold, right? So it's leaving your...
Is that why heat rises?
Yes.
Okay, I'm just trying to follow along.
No, it's just, and I don't want to get too technical into it, but it's how...
As I just told you.
I know.
Yeah,
it's how heat is leaving, and it's basically causing moisture issues, and it's leaving at different rates, so then you get these blacking marks. Okay. So if you just throw paint on top of it, it's not going to solve it. You'll see.
Will it cover it, but for a little bit?
It'll cover it for a little bit, but it's like a stain. If you've ever had a stain on your ceiling and you put just latex on top of it, the stain will come through. Okay. So you have to use like an oil paint stain primer, stain blocking primer. So you have to put that on first, and then you have to put your latex paint on top. So if anyone has ever painted their house and wondered why it came back so fast, that's why. Yeah.
And so in order to ensure that doesn't happen, like say you already have it and you go to fix it.
Yeah.
You just need to, what are you putting up on those studs?
So that's where painting and stain blocking will solve the issue of you seeing it. It's not going to solve the issue of the heat leaving.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, in lots of cases, that does mean redoing the wall, the insulation. If you're in a condo building, you typically don't have those options.
Yeah.
So yeah, now if you're not noticing that wall is crazy cold or anything like that, and it's really just an aesthetic thing, fixing it with paint is
Easy.
easy enough. Yeah.
Okay.
If it's a ceiling, you may be able to get up there, blow some insulation in. You can take a look at
So
that.
it's way more
so
about
situationally
it's
dependent,
way
yeah.
more temperature control than anything else.
Absolutely.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's way
Hence
situationally
thermal.
dependent. Yeah, but we see it a lot in condo buildings, especially on those outside walls. And then you think about some of those commercial buildings, you think if heat travels fast through wood, it travels even faster through metal. And you think of like the ones with the metal studs,
Yep.
you see it a lot on those. So again, unless you're going to get the owner of the building to redo the exterior walls,
Probably not going to happen. Yeah.
probably not going to happen. Probably a lot more money than you're looking to spend. The other fix would be then to put a stain blocking primer up, ideally an oil one, and then paint it with your new choice. And you won't see the marks coming through. You will still lose a little bit of heat though.
Hey, that solves one problem anyway, right?
It does. Yep.
One
It
at a
solves the
time.
problem for now.
That's how we
Yep.
do this, one step at a time, and that applies to every freaking thing in life.
Yes.
Everything.
We get it so much here in Saskatchewan with the change of weather.
Of course. It's like that would be one of the most common things to occur in every building in this city.
Oh,
Right?
literally every
Too many-
December, January,
And
we get those
especially
calls.
right now when it's frickin' plus and it's going to be minus in a couple days, like extreme.
I was going to say, the moment the cold drops, we get so many calls and they go, yeah, I need you to come paint my house. There's some black marks
How
on my
pissed
walls.
off do they get when you tell them that it's not just a paint fix?
You know, they're not usually pissed off because usually they've been looking for a solution and no one has been able to give them a
Solving their
solution.
problem,
So
okay.
yeah, most times they're just happy
happy
to
to
actually
hear.
know what's actually going on.
That's a good point.
So
And then
yeah.
you gotta, depending on the situation. Like I said, everything's different.
yeah, so
Life
yeah.
of a contractor, man.
Yep, but most people are usually happy as long as you have a solution for them.
I would also say most people are usually happy when they use next level painting because you care.
Well, we would like to say that too, but it's nicer when it comes from
Well,
clients.
that's why I say it, because I'm living it right now. I bask in it every day, and you could as well. You'll see the QR code on the paint can right below us. And Carly, always appreciate you, dude. Always making me feel smarter, which I really enjoy. And this is the business side of Carly. Tomorrow you'll see her on the fun side of things, as she will be joining our Friday Fun Table yet again. Looking very, very forward to that, dude. Thank you so much. You are amazing. We love and appreciate you greatly. And we'll see you tomorrow.
Thanks, Gary. See you tomorrow.
See? A natural. You know, it's crazy. It's crazy when you can just sit down in an environment like this and just be able to be yourself. It's so hard to do, and instantly you just picked it up. Off she goes. So you'll see her again tomorrow. Very, very happy to have our good buddy Carly from Next Level Painting on board here as we continue on the Thursday edition of your show. It is time to bring on our final guest for the show today. A man who slowly has climbed the fantasy football charts into professional levels. He has become an insider. He has become the guy who brings the fantasy and the boon, both portions of the fantasy Zoom with Boone. Ladies and gentlemen, his name is Boontis. Oh yeah, we're ready. Here we go. I'm bringing it in. Here it is. It's just a fantasy. Fantasy! Zoom with the man Boone. Look out, Macho Man. He's not falling. This is just a fantasy. Another fantasy Zoom with Boone. Post-football season. Here we are. How we doing, broski?
Doing well. Macho Man didn't fall.
Macho Man didn't fall here. I was thinking that he wouldn't. And we did well there. I just realized I don't have my triangle. Just hold on a second. We're going to have to do a little singing, buddy.
Okay.
Oh, you won't because you got a delay. Too hard to sing on that delay, you know? But
timing's everything.
That's right. We got to do a couple more quick reads here. And I know this is like, we're going to get right into this because this is what I'm talking about. I felt so bad when I arrived in Silver Star this past weekend and didn't have a couple of slices of Vern's pizza for you. I had forgotten to get you your Vern's, and it would have traveled perfect. I would have had it like nice and like cold in a cold pack. You know, I had room. My backpack, all I traveled with, all I had was 2 pairs of underwear, bro. Like I had room in there for some of that delicious Vern's pizza, but we didn't quite get it to you. And I say this because, oh man, this phone is going to die. This is going to be a close call today because we got tomorrow night. We're not sure what game we're getting into yet. That's what I want to ask you. Have any requests for the Friday night pizza party? Thanks to our friends over at... He's out of here. Love you, LB. Take care, buddy. Vern's Pizza! Any requests for a game to take on? We already did Star Tropics. I know.
What system? What system? It can be any system.
Any system. Any system.
Have you guys done like Donkey Kong Country, where the
It
old
actually
like
came up. Super Nintendo.
yeah, where you're a couple of the levels you're actually like on a rail system and stuff like that.
The minecart levels. I hate those. They drive me nuts.
Yeah, those were tough. Those were tough.
Dude.
Not like Battletoads
How does
tough.
the song go? It's like no.
Couldn't even tell you. Sounds right.
Amp it up, and then Donkey Kong comes in and turns into a party. That actually came up.
Yeah, Donkey Kong
pass
Country,
on to the
man.
boys. Either way, on the Twitch stream tomorrow night, Friday night pizza party commencing 5:30. We're gonna have all the goodies. We'll see whether it's gonna be a Vern's light, and a Vern's thick, maybe some stuffed cheesy bread from the $8.95. It's all there for you. Vern's always bring even that awesome damn box. We had the chicken fingers, we had the nachos, we had the pizza bones, and we had deep fried pickles. I think that was it, and all the sausage. It was incredible.
Every time I'm on here, man, you're making me hungry. It's
I just talked
4
about
o'clock.
too, man. It doesn't stop. I know. It is crazy. You know what? Right there. Got a horn. No big deal. So thank you to our friends over at Vern's. We love and appreciate you greatly as well. Shout out to Big Endo and his team over at Super Skills Hockey. You can check them out. Martinsville Rec Center, brand new facility upstairs overlooking the ice service. Superskillshockey.ca is where you get signed up for that. I just want to get this this email song because then we're going to take this thing all the way to the end, bro. We got a lot to get to. Like man, so many things happen in that football game that I had no idea about. It's almost like we weren't fully in the game or something. But before we get to any of that, this is where we get to sing a song. Second to none when it comes to horribly sung songs on shows on the internet that originate out of Saskatoon between 4 and 5. Not top notch, but it's right up there. If you have a business, if you have a fundraiser coming up, you got a charity event that needs more eyes and ears, you're doing really, really good things and it's just not going as good as you want to, we are here to help. There's no Scrooge McDucks. There's no Cyril Sneers. Oh, man. Coach Kama, too. Our boy Mazer did the best. Not Cyril Sneer, but Cyril's kid. The kid with the glasses, whatever, his nephew or whatever. But Cyril! Like, he did so good. I can't do it. I just embarrassed it there, and I'm sorry about that. It's just us. It's you and I. And this is the only time in your life where you have an offer truly too good to be true. You don't have anybody in the big corporations turning you upside down, shaking you out, taking every cent you own. You got just a group of really kind-hearted people trying to make the world a better place. We ask, how much you got and what you want to do? We don't say, here's how much it costs and this is what you're going to do. You got to take advantage of that, all right? As long as they're not a dick or an asshole, and as long as it's not politics or religion, we're welcome here. Please send an email to 1, 2, 3, 4. contact@dufferinave.com. That is the email. This is the theme song. That was good. That was a good ring right there. Man, Mr. Baseball yesterday, he like Mo Vaughn that thing, dude. It was like Jose Canseco.
Didn't see that.
Yeah, it was wild. One of the best swings I've ever seen.
Nice.
Okay, brother. Super Bowl.
Wings of a triangle.
That's right. The life of a triangulist, eh? Gee whiz.
Yeah, where do we start? Where do we start with how riveting the first half was? Or
You had a really good point when you joined the show for a quick couple minutes on Tuesday about how when you look back at it now, incredible game. Like there was a point at the end where New England was driving to tie the damn game or to take the lead. They were going for 2. Like we sat there and that's what it would have took. And the funny part about that whole thing is as the game was being poopy and everyone was down and out and so boring, I was like, boys, don't worry. Midway through the third quarter, the commish will come on, the Illuminati will say, start dancing, and the points will start rolling. And sure enough, it happened. Like, conspiracies be damned. We're all grateful that this turned into something we could all cheer about. But let's focus on why that first half was so bad. Because I got a couple takes on, but I want you to go first.
I mean, both defenses just shut her down, right?
Yep.
3 and out. There was a few field goals.
Yes, there was
for Seattle, but it was just a defensive display on both sides. So yeah, that's so when people tune in to Super Bowl, they want to see offense.
Yeah.
And they just got a bunch of defense. And yeah, I think one of the things I brought up on Tuesday was the fact that how many games where there's at least a couple shutouts during the year.
Mm-hmm.
And then how many games during the year were, both teams under 10? It happens.
Too many. Too many.
It sucks
Dare
that
I
it's Super
say.
Bowl,
Yeah.
but it happens. So, thankful that in the third quarter, towards the end of the third quarter, that things turned around and the offensive plays started to roll.
Dude. And
They figured out the D.
That's it. Readjust at halftime, right? Usually how it goes, because you spend the first half. Like I say that's Aaron Rodgers' big thing is you go out there for the first half and everyone's like, oh, he's garbage. He sucks. Look at this. It's so bad. It's like, no, dude, I'm just doing my thing. He's reading defenses. He's understanding game plans, and he's adjusting. And then by the third quarter, midway through, fourth quarter, he's got it all figured out, and here comes the points.
I wonder if there's ever been footage released of like the coaches during a halftime, especially like a Super Bowl.
I don't
halftime.
think so.
Could you imagine
I don't think
just like pure focus, like just the brain juice flowing during that time, hey? Because they almost always come out with, okay, here's the plan.
Yeah.
Right.
And that's when they always start.
It usually works.
They start with that crazy shit, like the Super Bowl halftime. New Orleans comes out, kick an onside kick, ends up winning the Super Bowl against Indy. Wild. Like, and that's that stuff. That's what stuff I live for. So some of the follow-up stuff, left tackle for the Patriots, Will Campbell. You may remember it was the guy who missed all the blocks the entire game, left tackle. And we found out he has a torn MCL. And because he had a torn MCL, one of the defensive backs for Seattle was saying that whenever he knew, or whenever it was a passing play, he would start shuffling his feet early because he had to get the early jump. So he was telling them the plays that were coming up, and that's why they were like dominating for so long in the first half. And then another thing, which is also very interesting, is Drake May is only 23. Really, he's basically a rookie this year. Like last year, yeah, but that was technically his first year. But this is his first year as a starter, as like the guy. So you got a rookie in there, and there was some shout out to the Pat McAfee show, man. I love the McAfee show so much. Darius J. Butler, one of the best dudes in it. He was breaking down the Seattle defense on a bunch of plays, and they were talking about the slide protection and about how a savvy QB who has years under his belt can pick up the fact that a corner over here that runs a 4-1-40, when he's lining up anywhere near here, you need to be prepared for that, and you have to understand that you need to slide your center over to the right. Like, was it Witherspoon? He had like 2 or 3 sacks from those like DB blitzes, and you could see it right off the bat. Hunter Henry comes up, he chops his guy, gives him one, breaks out, and that's the hot route. So if you see this side coming in, dump it over top, hit Hunter Henry, and we'll get her five touches there. Probably not. Hunter Henry let us down, but that's okay. We still love him. And so as your slide protection, he lines up at the line. He says, okay, I see oversided here. So there's more guys over this way. So I'm going to slide my center to the left, not catching the fact that this DB is slowly creeping in that runs a 4-1-40. So you tell your center to go left. He does. You leave your right guard and your right tackle out here on their own with a running back. And the problem is Hunter leaves, so then you're losing a guy. And then the running back's supposed to pick up this corner who's coming in like Seabiscuit, dodging everybody. And it's just those little things. That's where the game is won in the trenches. We always talk about that. Not knowing you need to slide. Like, he got played by wily veterans. He saw what he thought he saw. He adjusted accordingly. And it's exactly what they wanted him to do. Mike McDonald is a defensive genius. That's basically what I learned from this Super Bowl. The stuff that this guy was putting out there was like elite level coaching.
For sure. And then when you're up against the best defense in the league, you're also going to start making mistakes. And
boy, did that ever happen.
That's one thing I wanted to bring to the table here. The show was, Drake May had, more than likely his worst game of the year.
He threw for like 220 yards in the fourth quarter. You know that?
Yeah,
Like, it was insane.
for sure. So I guess my thing is the quality of his. Absolutely, he was the most accurate, and was because of it was considered to be the MVP.
Mhm.
The regular season, right? Or
Yeah.
of the season.
Yeah.
And but in that game, his passes were off, right? And that's what the best defense is going to do to you. I also think he got banged up. His shoulder was hurting him. So, that all that to say, next year his performance in the Super Bowl isn't going to represent what next year is going to be. He's going to be right back at it. I think New England, they have a lot of young guys. They're going to be another
garbage teams for the next 5 years going at it.
Well, that's the thing. I'm not even starting with the Seahawks. I think they're even younger.
Yeah.
They're younger and have more cap space. So I think, unless some guys think they can get more somewhere else, I can't see the team changing very much.
The one saving grace is like a couple bounces here or there, and we would have had different teams. And like both their roads were pretty close, so we do have that going for us. But still, man.
Yeah, they're certainly not like miles above everyone else.
Man,
but
I can't handle
good teams.
Another New England dynasty. We just got out of the dark time.
No,
my poor uncle.
No
Kev
one's
had
saying
2
that.
years.
No one's saying that.
Sure feels like it. Like, nah, man.
I think they can for sure make the playoffs next.
Yeah.
And make another run.
Yeah, that's fair. So there you go. You get in, you get out, you're back in. Now, what the hell happened? Is it just adjustments at the half that produced the scoring? Or do you think there was a little bit more going on there? Because she opened up about midway through that third quarter.
I think it's adjustment. I think it's seeing tendencies. You as a team, you have a number, few plays in the playbook, right? And so it's seeing what was working, but maybe not. You have how many players on the field to throw to, but you can only pick one, right?
Yeah.
So guiding the choices, right? Hey, we're going to run this play. Look smart. Over here instead of over there because so-and-so is cheating or whatever. They keep running zone. So we're going to run those plays that break the zone, right? Yeah, it's make it difficult for it.
It's like the chess match has reached the point where everyone's just going for the kill. Everyone's going for that queen. Yeah.
Because one thing that I did notice when I was awake and watching the game, because that was a question. In the first half, because they were struggling, they were doing a lot of what do they call it? Audibles at the line, where they cancel the main play and go with the second, right? Whereas that wasn't happening when they were rolling. It was, this is the play, it works. This is the play, it's working, right? So a big thing was they'd identified kind of tendencies and what is the defense doing, and here's how we break it.
So true. So we get in there. I want to just put this out there for the world. Because I did say when we were talking during the game, what would it take for a kicker to win the MVP of the Super Bowl? I said 7. I said you need 7 field goals. Dude had 5. Had 5 field goals. I thought it was enough. In what world?
No.
And this is a real legit question. You have a running back who had 165 total yards and Kenneth Walker, who won your MVP. What would the equivalent of that be? Because there's no touchdowns. There was one decent run, but most of it was just, dinking and dunking. 27 rushes. Like, when it comes down to scoring, the dude didn't even score a touchdown. Dare I say? Now, I know he got them to the point of where those field goals were kicked. But he wasn't kicking the field goals, man. Give Myers his flowers, bro. Give him, give that man an MVP. He deserved it. That game is lost if he even misses 2 of those.
Is there a secondary MVP? Yeah,
Special teams MVP.
Yeah.
In the CFL they have best Canadian.
There you go.
Maybe best special teamer. I don't know.
I was looking up because I know it wasn't this year. I feel like it was last year. There was a crazy Miami game where I think it was Jason Sanders. I think he had something like 10 or 12 field
Field
goals
goals?
in a single game. It was
Like
so
this
every
season?
point.
This
Yeah,
season?
no, I don't think it was this season. I think it was
Okay.
last.
That
It
would win you
just
an
went
MVP.
off.
That would win you an MVP, right? Like that's the type of shit it would have to take. Because
Gotta be.
Kenneth Walker, for as good as he is, and as good as he showed up, you weren't the MVP, bro. Right? Like I think we can all agree.
No,
like the reason he got
Kenneth
that was
Walker?
yeah. The reason he got it is because he's in a prime position.
No, I would say he got it because no, I think he earned it.
Let's debate. Let's debate it. Here we go. We got about 4 minutes, Boone. Talk me out of it.
Well, yeah, I mean, he only had 135 yards on the tape, but he had two big runs, one touchdown run that was pulled back because of a call back because of a hold, right?
And the old saying goes, "Didn't happen, bro." Well, am I supposed to see that?
Yeah.
Like, well, that's an MVP there. Come on.
Yeah, I mean, he was the leading rusher in the entire game.
Yeah, that's great.
So on an offense. But you can't equate a main critical part of the offense to a field goal kicker.
And
yes, he scored the points.
This is the problem because why can't we? Just because he's a running back, we have to give him the MVP?
Yeah, basically in on every play. Yes.
Yeah, no, I get it. Same reason it's always quarterbacks winning MVP. You're the guy touching it the most. Like, well, what are we even doing? Like, why do we even act like other guys have an opportunity?
Well, other positions on the team have an opportunity?
Like, for instance, and we talked about this before,
the
last time I won a Super Bowl bet was for the guy, and I forgot his name again, the glasses, linebacker in Denver. He was linebacker Denver when Peyton Manning won his Super Bowl.
Oh, Von?
Von Miller, thank you. Von Miller won MVP, and I took him to win MVP, and we had a hell of a payday with that pick. Because I just had a feeling he was coming in hot, and he had like bunch of sacks and like a pick, and like he was just going off. Like, why can't we have more of that?
Man, I'm not on the committee to decide the MVP.
No, that's fair. I shouldn't be yelling at you. I understand. All this rage is going in the wrong place. But like even Witherspoon, the dude had like 3 sacks, and like strips, fumbles, and like all sorts of stuff. Why do you give it to the running back who didn't do anything except put up 165 total yards? Because he's a running back. That's why, and it sucks.
Yeah, I mean, it's Jason Myers, the kicker, was the most important part of the offense that won the game.
You're losing if he's not there, dude.
Who?
Seattle.
Myers?
No, the team. They would have lost that Super Bowl. Do you know how hard it is to kick field goals in the Super Bowl? Yeah. The pressure that you have as a kicker on the biggest 130 million people watching, and you're just nutting these things right down the pipe. That's a performance to me.
I don't know. They weren't like 50-yard field goals.
It was like 40, like 38, 20, like 30, 35. Yeah.
So,
hey, don't let stats get in the way of a great story, all right? No one's going to remember the distance 20 years from now. They'll just remember he got screwed.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, if it was 5, yes, that is a decent amount. What's the average? I don't know. If it was like 7 plus 10, double digit, yeah. And so Von Miller's performance, like you said, what was how many sacks did he have? Why did he earn it?
Can you pull it up?
Right? It was something astronomical, right?
Well, I don't know if it was that crazy. It was just no one else did anything wild. You know what I mean? I think.
And that's the thing. You know what? When the game is kind of like, there's definitely questions on how boring that game was. Yeah, I mean, but there's got to be an MVP. So
the guy who scored the most points instead of the guy who didn't score any. Give him the MVP. Or give it to a defensive guy who got you the ball back how many times? Like just for me, it felt like there was better option. They just go with the safe one. It's almost like Vegas knows that not too many people were laying it on old Kenny Walker because he wasn't paying up.
Getting into that. Okay.
I don't know. I don't know. I'm not going deep like I normally do. I'm not going conspiracy, Gary, like I was over the weekend out of Silverstone.
You're brushing it. You're brushing it.
Just a little taste, a little baby. Before we go, I'm going to wake Frankie up here right away, but your thoughts on that weekend as a whole, buddy, because that was a very, very successful Super Bowl party weekend that you and
Great weekend. Yeah.
So good.
Like I said, a lot of people kind of thought that the game was boring or wasn't up to
enough
their par.
Yeah.
But I thought it was great. We had a great weekend. So that's probably part of it. We had good food, we had good beverages, we had good people. So that's what it's all about, right? And won some money. So
thank you.
Like all the boxes.
We really did. Everything we set out to do, we did. And we did it very well. Thank you to AJ Barner. First tutty. Beautiful.
Indeed.
What was the other one? Drake May rushing for 20, and there was something else there that you got a nice little tickle on?
Well, I needed Kenneth Walker above 100 yards. So, yeah.
Worked out pretty. That's why you want it for your MVP.
Yeah.
Because he won for you.
Okay. I also had that crazy one, the 6-legger with
what was it called?
All the
Unsung Heroes bet. That was an actual packaged bet. PlayNow.com. Please sign us up. We have so much fun doing this. I know you have a million people out there doing like superstar inside, like really good, betting stuff, but I don't think you have any budget gamblers. We are the budget gamblers. We are the people that do 2 to 5 here and there. It's a very niche market, but there's a lot of guys like us who do this just so we can
bring
enjoy
them together.
These games. I'm going to send this to Play Now. I'm going to say we would love to get in business with you and do more of this because we have a lot of fun. I guess we got to wake up old Frankie now.
It's good.
Oh, man.
Your phone's still alive?
I think it's at 3%, so hopefully if it cuts out, we'll know what happened to Frankie's finger. Oh,
you're going to make me hungry again with the Vern's pizza.
I didn't even hit those. Everything's just hitting. Oh, boy. Vern's Pizza. Very excited for the Twitch. Ooh, we also have a website, Royal Anderson. It's a very gentlemanly British website. He's a British gentleman. Very easy to use.
Gentleman.
Great guy. I did that the wrong way. Buddy, always a pleasure. And so, I know I tell you this all the time, but I truly mean it. So grateful to have one of my oldest, dearest friends to be a part of this family and to be a part of this team. And as we continue to grow what's going on, man, it just means the world. So thank you to you. We'll check back in with you on Monday. I'm going to give you the time now to think of a really good out for this one. I'm going to give you a good minute. Huge thank you to LB, who was in the house earlier and then just left not too long ago. As well, huge.
Tooth Booth.
Huge. Yeah, shout out to Dr. Funkhauser Associates. Big Tooth on 2nd Ave. You'll love this. To Amber Dubetz, our good Silkatrons, little sister. She was by here today for a visit. Our buddy Doobie. They're bonding over. Yeah, we were talking about Doobs, and it was great.
I haven't seen her in a long time.
Little Doobie, I call it. So nice to see little Doobie rolling in. A really good visit with her. Our buddy Carly from Next Level Painting. Killed it again. She'll be here tomorrow for Friday Fun Time. It's going to be a great time. And Matt Young from CTV, always bringing it, bro. He had a really good point about the Saskatoon Mamba. When everyone's all upset about the name.
I saw that.
Yeah. Like,
you know what?
Penguins
I was judging it. I was judging it, but that is all very logical. Yeah. Love it.
He does. That's why we call him Prime Time CTV.
He's changed my mind.
Isn't that wild? Such a good point. No one thinks about that. Oh yeah. Ernie. Oh, yeah. Okay. I guess we'll stop raging for no reason. That's how the internet works. And big thank you to you, Boone. As you crushed it again today, buddy. That was some great insight. And it's so crazy to think about all the things that happened there that we didn't even care about because we were so just like, what a gut risky.
Yeah.
And then a lot of cool stuff happened. All right, it is your time to shine, my friend. Let's try not to go too Team America-y, but right around.
It's gonna be nice and quick.
I really liked what you.
Short and sweet. One of the best opening scenes from a 2000s comedy movie. Can you knock on your desk there, please? Hey, I'm here for the gangbang.
Again. Amazing Thursday. We